Hey everybody, happy Thursday. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around. You're watching Unboxing Thursdays, episode 189. Tonight, I will be opening these Jada Toys figures, Mega Man, there we go, and Iceman, courtesy of Jada Toys. And of course, we have very special guest, June from Jada Toys, to talk about all their wonderful offerings in action figures. So please stay tuned, hit the thumbs up, and enjoy your weekly unboxing therapy. DK.
What's today? It's Thursday.
Hello there, toy collectors. My name is Kevin, aka Toying Around, and I am very excited to bring you this special review.
If anything, the Kim family, they're archetypes. Which is sad, but not always a bad thing.
I'm okay. I have one
Let's-
juicy
you know what?
name.
Let's try them. Let's still try. What do you want?
What's up, everyone? Happy Thursday. This is Unboxing Thursdays. If this is your first time here watching the show, what we do every week is DK and I, we sit down, we have a guest, and we open up some toys in our collection. You know, everyone has a backlog that they have to get to. And the fun part is we get to chat about this really awesome hobby of ours. And of course, you in the chat or watching the replay. So thank you so much for being here. Hope you can stick around on the channel and enjoy some of the content. Before we bring on the guest, let me introduce you to my homeboy DK. What's going on, man?
Hello. Hey, what's up? What's up, Butter Nation? What's up? What's good?
You're all over the place, dude. He's like,
I'm always
"Oh, what's
all
up?"
over the place.
It's all
I'm
good.
always
It's
all
all
over
good.
the place, man.
It looks like there's a lot of people here tonight, and they're excited to talk about some of these really cool toys. A lot of new names in the chat. So we're gonna have June on from Jada Toys. He's going to, we're gonna open some stuff, hang out, ask some questions, find out more about him, but also, of course, talk about what Jada is offering and everything. So if you have your questions, feel free to type them in the chat. I will try to get to as many as possible. You do have the option if you feel like you have like a really, really good question or it absolutely must be read on screen and asked it to June. You have the option of sending a super chat. That's just that little money symbol at the corner, and you'll type it. You can just ask the question. We'll read it on, and all of that stuff goes towards helping out the channel and what we're doing over here. Did I miss anything, DK?
Nope. I think you got everything.
Let's get into it, man, because like I said, it's my weekly unboxing therapy. I need to sit down and decompress, open some toys. I've got a coffee and whiskey, and we're ready to go. I do have a question though. Quick warm up. Can you tell if I'm taking a real sip or a fake sip? I've been practicing. All right, ready? I'm not gonna give you the audio hint though.
That's
the first one. That's the first one. Okay. You type the fake one in the chat. If it's one or two, you let me know. Everybody in the chat. All right. While we get to that sip test, our guest tonight, very excited. He's very nice to send over a set of these to unbox tonight because these are the the biggest craze right now.
Sweet.
Going along with their Street Fighter figures. They should be hitting your pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store, available on Entertainment Earth. So you should make sure you go check those out. If you have questions, please type them into the chat again. I'll try to get to as many as I can. But joining us tonight from Jada Toys, absolutely super nice dude. I got a chance to hang with him in San Diego for SDCC. Please welcome to the channel, June. What's up, man?
Hey.
Yo, what's up?
What do you think? Which one was the fake sip?
I think the first one.
The first one?
I think. Because I felt like you gulped really fast after you sipped. So
Right.
the gulp didn't match the sip to me.
The gulp to sip differential.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna there's a few more answers in the chat. We'll get to that. I want to ask you a few questions about, what you into collecting personally because you work in toys, but of course you have your personal taste, how you got into that stuff, and of course all the toys that you guys are making over at Jada, which is awesome. But I do have this is the most pressing question. Um, and it's just a matter of I don't know if you remember this situation in San Diego or if it happened the way that I remembered. So I'm gonna tell you what happened and the chat too. So my wife's name is Joyce. My mother-in-law calls her Joy because she just can't pronounce Joyce, even though that's her child's name. So as a thing that I do to troll her when we're out in the malls or whatever, and I can't find her, I just yell a Joy so that she knows that I'm calling for her.
Mhm.
I was doing this in San Diego. A lot of people in the convention and a lot of people shouting. How is she going to know that I'm calling for her? I was yelling that. Then you had us you had us over at the Jada booth for a little bit. It was super nice. And when we left, we were like, bye, June, see you later. And you're like, bye, everyone. And then you went, bye, Joy. And then that's when I realized that I think you said that and you thought that was her real name. And I told her, you're like, bye, Joy. And she was not happy with me at all.
No way. Because I usually don't like address people by their name if I don't know them that well. Like I'll just say bye, or I'll
Do you
just say.
think I just made it up in my head?
I mean, I don't remember that, but knowing myself, I don't usually say people's names unless I know.
Okay,
them.
good.
So
Good. All right, I'm gonna let her know. Then I'll be off the hook.
okay.
Finally.
Hell yeah. 7-ish months later.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, thank you so much for doing this tonight, and I'm excited to get into Mega Man. While what better way to talk about a toy with a person who's from the company who's here. But do you want to let people know real quick what you do with Jadatoys?
Yeah. So I work at Jadatoys on the product development team. So I head up the figures category. So everything coming out of there, it's mostly like the action figures now. We also do like die-cast figures. So it's like anything figural comes from my department, and like the ideation, like character selection and design. I just oversee everything. Yeah.
Awesome. And like, what kind of stuff are you into personally?
I mean, a lot throughout the years, but I think right now, currently,
Yeah.
like at least within the past like year or so, or even more. I mean, I think number one is like NECA Turtles.
Oh,
Like
no way.
Operations. Like the Toon stuff is awesome, but it got to a point where it was getting so deep into it that I pretty much had everything, and then they started doing like the comic stuff. So it like rekindled my like excitement for the line. So that number one. I really like the GI Joe stuff, like the classified figures.
Okay.
Like I don't have any connection to GI Joe or like nostalgia for it, but I just really like the figures and like the character, like the Cobra character like designs. I think they're cool.
Oh, no way. Is it just like an appreciation also for like how that toy is engineered and made?
Kind of. I'm more drawn to like the characters. Like,
Okay.
like I don't even know their name. I'm like, oh, he looks cool. I want him. And then they're like fun to play with, And they have like a bunch of like parts and pieces that like plug into their body or they can hold. So yeah, I'm into that. And then like as far as like full lines, I'm not really all in on like any one line outside of like Turtles mostly. So I'll buy like a bunch of like a handful of legends that I like per year, just based on like what I like. And then I really like like Mayfix figures are awesome. My favorite line from them is the Dark Knight Returns Batman line.
Oh yeah.
So
it's hard to stay away from that one, but I know they look really, really good.
yeah, so I like all the Batmans, even all the variations. Like the Superman's awesome.
Right.
I really want them to make a mutant leader. I think that'd be a cool figure for them to do.
Who made? Is it only Mezco that's done it so far?
Yeah, and Mattel did it back in the day too.
Right,
I have that one too, but like I'd like a new like updated one,
Yeah, for sure.
Then, yeah, you know, and I buy like a handful of, you know, like figure arts a year, a handful of like you know, but it's not. I'm not like all in. Like I buy Dragon Ball figures, but I'm not all in on the line. You know.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
Just
hard
the
to
ones
be-
that stand out to you the most.
yeah. So I'm pretty much like that. Like, but I caught the bug like late last year. I feel like this year I'm gonna fall into the rabbit hole of collecting non-transforming Transformers. So
Oh no.
No, this is the man to help you. Well, DK, you're transforming Transformers.
Yeah,
Right?
but no, the non-transforming Transformers, like it stepped up a lot, man. Like with the YOLO Park.
Yeah, so I got the
Markets and all those.
Megatron for that, and then I have the DLX Megatron. It's like
Oh.
from like Siege,
Yeah,
like the big one. And then like so I got the Yellow Park Megatron. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. I need more of these. So
Oh boy.
They're
pre-ordered them.
very excellent choices.
Yeah. So I pre-ordered I don't even know their names. Like it's like a purple guy.
Shockwave?
No, he's like a jet fighter.
Oh, okay. So it's a Skywarp.
Yeah,
Probably
that guy.
Skywarp.
So I
Yeah.
pre-ordered him. So I think I'm gonna get into that line this year as like a new thing. So
It's probably him.
yeah.
But
It's
probably
that,
maybe
but it's the
put in the
3.0 version.
3.0 version. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a term in the Transformers community that's easier than saying non-transforming Transformer?
That I don't know, but I'll get back to us about it later.
All right, we need to
Might
see some.
not exist yet, I guess.
We can coin it. We can coin it today. Oh, by the way, everybody, the first sip was real, and the second sip was fake.
Hmm.
So,
What?
Yeah, in your face, DK.
The first sip was I saw your lips was dry. The second
so-
sip it was wet.
So you purposely
You faked us.
changed the timing of when you gulped the sip?
No, that's just how I drink.
Oh, really?
Sip to
Interesting.
gulp ratio. All right, June, you're joining us tonight. We're gonna talk about some toys. You're gonna get a chance to open some stuff. Just what have you brought for us tonight that you're gonna open? Is this stuff from your own collection?
Yeah, so I got a pile of loot, I think like last week, 2 weeks ago. So I
Nice.
purposely like tried not to like touch it. But I feel like for me these are new, but I feel like everyone already has these figures. So
It's all good.
this,
Is that the new body R2? Yeah, with all the
yeah,
attachments. Nice.
and this guy.
Yes.
Yeah, G.I. Joe, this guy. I don't know him
G.I.
either.
Joe, that guy?
I don't know him either.
Yeah. Look.
I'm excited about this one.
Oh,
Okay, then.
nice.
That's a nice one.
That's a beautiful one.
And then
Did you grab that, DK? SHF
No,
2099?
I didn't.
this guy.
Ooh.
Ooh. Looking
NECA.
forward to seeing him.
Oh, the Last Ronin stuff is fantastic.
Yeah. And I got a gift actually from D Amazing. He wanted me to check out a Gomez because I don't own one. So I got this too.
The one and only D Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah,
that's
hell
it.
yeah.
I opened some. I had more, but I was just like opening them this past week. I'm like, I can't hold them all day. So,
I appreciate you waiting a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. All right. DK, what about you? What are you opening tonight?
Me, since going on with the theme of like you're opening some Mega Man, also Jadatoys does Street Fighter. And I'm thinking about like Marvel versus Capcom stuff, so I pretty much am opening Christmas present that I bought you, but then I bought it for myself this time.
You bought that for me.
Yeah, now I'm buying.
Did you get it on clearance?
Yes, it was a clearance price, but it wasn't like the better clearance price that happened on Sunday. I think Sunday had it off for like $41.99 or something. But I got it with like an Onyx discount, so I still think I saved. So
I don't think I'm gonna open mine. It looks too good. But if you open the cannon, that thing would be sick. I want to see that.
Oh yeah. And then what's a DK unboxing without unboxing some Transformers? So I'm gonna open Legacy Evolution Dreadwing. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Quick update for people who've been following the channel. Have you opened the soldering iron that the super chats and the awesome chat got for
I
you?
checked it out. I opened it. I checked it out, but obviously
Okay.
I haven't like soldered anything yet.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, see, Dom already says, how's DK not opening a soldering machine? Come on. Come on. All right. Real quick, since everyone here is here joining us tonight, I want to spend quick few minutes just to say what's up to some of the awesome people in the chat. There's a lot of new names. There's some channel members. If you want to become a channel member, it's just a way for you to support the channel. You can use special emojis in the chat for when we mess up, when we don't mess up, all the different topics. Let's see. We had some early people commenting, but sorry, sometimes YouTube just gets rid of it. We have Winger Lose in the chat. Ryan Dole says, so stoked to hear about Street Fighter. Hell yeah, me too. Thanks for being here, Dole. Angel Halo Cherub, new name in the chat. Thank you for being here. Alex Twist, another new name. Tommy K, PD Dubs, Mr. Ryan Clark, another channel member. J Evans 24. Let's see and talk about the greatness. That's a big title to live up to. June. Jay Sinner is here. D Sertle, Christopher Alarcon, Mark Rose, some more new names. Riley Bob, what's up? Johnny Cock, Yoko McCann, another channel member. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dom Muchiciato, Doombot 9000. DK, you're highlighting some of these good questions, right?
Yes.
All right. First, someone said fake. You guys said fake. Second, real. You are all wrong. I'm an actor. Rick Dom 2345. What's up, Kirby Kai? Lovely to see you. Nigel Downer, Andrew House, Toy Chase, another channel member. What's up, man? High School Creations. Good to see you, man. I'm TJ Williams, Toy Chase, Literally Action Figs, and 796 Studios. What's going on? Matthew Toy, RIP, man. Well, actually, no one gets that joke, but he will. Good to see you. And let's see. NYC Figure Fanatic. I don't want to make sure I don't miss any of the channel members. Toy Chase, Rick Jones, NYC Figure Fanatic, Nose Rain. What's up, Richie? Uncanny Sculpts. And there's a lot of people. June, there's a lot of people here for you.
Oh, really?
Kawaii Miri says, non-transforming Transformers are action master bots or just bots because they don't transform.
That is true.
Is that the name we're going with?
No, that's a line
Oh, okay.
that they used to call it. But yeah, I guess we can call them action masters.
Peak Open One says, thank you for Street Fighter 2. I'm having a blast with this toy line. Let's go Hadouken. It's not as good when I just read it. DK, can you do a good Hadouken in voice, please, in character?
Let's go Hadouken!
Fat Force Grumps, Nightmare Nemo, Rick Jones, Toy Rensu, what's up, what's up? And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Hope you had a chance to hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel out. It tells YouTube that you like this video, and hopefully other people will too. Da Collector, Pletho, and Kit Kat, Nigel, Smoke 'em if you got 'em. These aren't things I'm saying. These are people's names. Thank you for being here. The Wrestling Hound, what's up, man? And okay, we're caught up. We're caught up. We're cool. All right. I'm gonna turn this music off. All right, we can get to opening. I'm gonna get to obviously Mega Man first. You were saying, letting everybody know, right? I saw in our Discord, BBTS Pile of Loot is starting to hit for these figures.
Is Fireman part of it? Because I know he came a little bit later. I don't know if that's.
I don't think I've heard people say Fireman. I think it was these first two. So are they part of the same wave? Just
Yeah, there was like issues with the shoulder pad, so we just had to modify it a little bit. So it got like slightly behind track, but that's one of the advantages of not being at like a big retailer. Is if we need to like adjust, then we can pull back and like fix it. Whereas like if we have like hard deadlines, then we just have to ship it. So it kind of worked out, but hopefully in the future we get better at that.
That's cool, man, because what I noticed you guys do kind of keep an ear to the streets and kind of hear what people have to say about figures, and you're constantly either improving or making modifications. And the fact that like, you won't put it out there because you have the opportunity to fix it. I think that's really cool. Nose Rain says, yes, fireman included, just got mine in my loot.
Nice.
Oh, I was gonna bring some Cheetos today.
Oh, I wish I had a Chester to send you because, like, I know that probably out of all the new stuff, like, if I had like Ken or Chester, it would have been more like exciting, maybe. But those are the only ones we had left. But
No, man, if it's in a
I
pile of
mean,
loot now, people will want to get this.
yeah. So, I think Chester's coming to Canada too, right? Or is it? Do you know?
Well, that is, I think you're more suited to answer that one.
Yeah, that's right. Well, like as far as Street Fighter goes, I have a better idea of like distribution in Canada, and then the other lines most likely it'll still like stay in like the e-com specialty channels. So yeah, like BBTS, Entertainment Earth are still your best bet.
Okay, awesome. Because,
But for Street Fighter, I'm pretty sure we're close to getting into like GameStop and like Walmart. So
Oh, that's
in Canada?
yeah,
Oh,
That
hell
is
yeah.
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, because I did get several questions on Facebook and the Discord, like what's distribution going to be like in Canada for American viewers. Bear with me. I want to get my chance to ask the questions now because at the moment it's just, any comic shop who has EE or some sort of distribution that way. That's the only way to get these in Canada. But you're saying it's close to being available at GameStop for Street Fighter?
Mhm. Yeah,
And Walmart's.
yeah, should be.
Hell yeah.
Yes, that's awesome.
Cool, man. Thank you. Congratulations. Kirby Kai, thank you for becoming a new YouTube channel member. Appreciate you. Again, all of these go into upgrading the channel. I'm trying to get a new microphone to sound smoother and so that you guys can hear my fake sips and real sips. So always appreciate the channel members and the super chats. And speaking of super chats, Johnny Cock with the 5 Canadian. Thank you so much. As how long do you think it will take Jada to release all 16, 17 with Akuma Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 characters as action figures? I think that's for you.
Yeah, I think, well, the reveal will be quicker, but actually getting like the last figure in people's hands, hopefully, I mean, realistically, by the end of 25.
Okay.
To be conservative. Yeah, I mean, obviously earlier is better, but for sure it's going to be in the year 25, not this year.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, so my photos are a little dated.
Mhm,
These are
yeah.
from San Diego. So far, there's been Dalsim is in the next wave. Is that right?
Yeah,
it's
so
the next-
Dulcim and Bison are next.
Right.
So
Oh, yeah.
pre-orders for that are going to go up pretty soon, depending on approvals. So very soon, and then they're going to hit Target in the US soon too, like after CNY.
Sorry, hit as in like pre-orders on Target or like
No, like on shelves at Target. Well, so like for the past couple figures, they've typically been on Target shelf first before like the online specialties get them in hand.
okay.
So that kind of seems to be like how it's happening. So those two will be on Target shelves very soon, like sooner than you think it will. And then in the meantime, we'll have pre-orders up within the next couple of weeks, hopefully. And then once those are fulfilled by the specialty retailers, those will start shipping out. So they're very close. Those two are super close.
Oh damn. All right. Who in
Pretty
the
much
US?
done. Yeah.
I like that you're cautiously optimistic. It's like sooner than you would think, so that people are a little excited, but in case of anything, just sooner than expected.
Yeah. So,
Might-
like CNY is starting tomorrow this week. So like, like Chinese, like the China like factories, everyone's shut down for the next couple of weeks.
Mhm.
So I think we were able to ship out some early, like the first batch to Target before the shutdown.
Oh, nice.
So that means it's going to be very soon.
Heck yeah, congrats. Yeah, I've been cleaning my house like crazy in preparation for Chinese New Year. That's the custom.
Yeah.
Gotta clean and get all the dirty, bad energy out before the new year starts. You had Guile on display.
Yeah.
And these were all from San Diego.
Is this LA or San Diego?
San Diego. I took
Okay.
these there.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything that you've shown since, just for people catching up?
Yeah. So we showed new Street Fighter figures. We showed Blanca, Vega, and Sagat.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was a question about Vega. Is there going to be movable hair?
I'm not sure yet. So Wave 3, the characters will have movable hair because like Cammy's braids or DJ's like braid.
Yeah.
But like Vega's hair, it's not like a tight braid. It's like wide and it comes to a point. So we're trying to figure out if it even worth to, because like when it's a braid and it's skinny, it's easy to put a ball there. But when it's wide and like an oval shape,
right,
does it make sense to have that break up?
Because it's like this sweeping back into a
braid. Yeah. It's not like like a thin thing sticking out from the head. So we'll see. We're still working on it.
All right, noted. Legendary Poser, what's up, man? Number one troll in the chat says, need Dalsim. Am I allowed to read this comment? Bald and brown representation. I'm happy for you when it comes out. This guy's a troublemaker. I'm not even going to bring up what he said last week. Bat Force Grumps, new channel member. Thank you so much. Welcome. You can use some of these ridiculous emojis in the chat. Like, I'm going to post them right now. If you see something on tonight, you get enabled, you can spam those. If you start pre-ordering stuff that you see tonight, that'd be cool. Let us know. Man, Beast Boy, what's going on? June, you can start opening stuff too, man.
Oh yeah, I'm not used to it. It's like I can't multitask on stream. It's hard.
I've been trying to open up this Iron Man for the past like 5 minutes, but oh man, I'm pretty sure like I'm really old, like late to this, but like this packaging is just awesome.
Yeah,
and I can understand why you don't want to open it, because I hesitated when I got open it up. I was like, oh no, I have to open this now.
Dude, did you get the War Machine?
I don't think it was from the same line, but I got the whatever fun deal that we got on Amazon. I think we got it for like $10.
Yeah, it's the same retro card,
right? Was it a retro card? I can't remember. But yeah, I have that.
Nice.
So yeah.
June, which one are you going for first? What are you grabbing from the pile of loot? Oh, there you go.
It's already open. Thanks.
But it's tied in. I got to need a clipper.
All right, go get some clippers, and I will catch up with some of the people in the chat, unless you have it already. There you go. Ryan Dole asked a question of me earlier. He said I better bring this up. And also LeBron Jew in the chat. Also same question. But like, are there going to be bigger size characters like a E Honda type? I'm assuming those all with the same characters in the same line. And how they would scale, if there's any.
Oh, like with Legends?
Okay. Yeah, or yeah. You don't have to show anything if you can't show anything, obviously.
I know. I can show like the existing figures. I'm just trying to see what figures to put them next to. Like,
All right, I'm gonna get into this.
yeah, I'll just do a couple comparisons. So like that's what a standard character scales next to Wolverine.
This.
This is what it scales next to like a larger Legends.
Everyone in the chat says, "Let him reveal what he wants." He's not gonna do it here. He's got a team for that. He's got a team for that. What has been the reception like? I know these Mega Man's starting to hit BBTS now, but I've seen some people get them. Oh, sick!
This is a Mayfax. It's not Legends,
Yeah, no, that's a really good size.
but like
You know, Bison's big.
That's good. Bigger than Wolverine.
Yeah.
so they're like close enough. They work.
Wave 2 is Wave 2 is hitting stores now. Congratulations, America.
Yeah.
Cell shaded Marvel Legends Cyclops. I do respect marketing teams, Yoko. I've in contact with a lot of people and friends with people who do that stuff. You know how I am. I gotta keep it respectful. But yeah, some people already have Mega Man from different outlets and avenues. How would you say the general reception is? Like with that, like feedback that you've heard?
Yeah, I mean, it is positive. You know, I don't think anything we do or have done can match like Street Fighter as far as like the reception. So, which is awesome. I mean, that's like my main like focus. So, it's good that other lines that are not like Street Fighter also getting a lot of love. Like even like Chester is getting a lot of love too. So
Yeah, the Chester looks great, but I think it's also for me the appreciation of Jada like making quality toys at like a really good price point that like I'm going to support that. That it seems more appealing to me. How important is that for you to keep it
yeah, I mean
such
for
an
sure.
articulated figure? Let's say it's Street Fighter, for example, with so many like accessories, articulation, and like competitive with your everyday big company offerings, you know?
Yeah, well, it's good because like it gives us more confidence to take risks on certain characters that maybe might not be as big. Because like if people are willing to support our figures, regardless of what property it is, it allows us to try more things
Hell yeah,
and
works for you.
not play it safe all the time. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's weird. You look out there. Obviously, we'll never know the truth, but you see a lot of releases come out after the success of your Street Fighter line, or like, Mega Man is hype now, and I think there's some other Mega Man stuff coming out. It's just I think in the domestic market, or like in the North American market, this is really good offering.
I mean, to be honest with you, like Mega Man is probably the line that I'm the most worried about, especially because of the 3-0 one. It's like we can't even be competitive at this point. So it's like I don't know.
It's different scales though.
It's tough.
It's completely different levels, man.
Yeah, but still. And also, I don't know yet. So like for Street Fighter, I feel like people are willing to go all in and get all the characters, not necessarily like A-listers, but the whole cast. For Mega Man, I'm not sure if people just want Mega Man and move on. So we still need to like watch how it's doing and how it will do. So hopefully people want like a larger like line within Mega Man, so we can
Mhm.
continue to do it. So that's something we're watching to ensure that there is something there.
I mean, there were some people in the chat earlier calling for specific Mega Man characters. I know that hopefully
Yeah,
that's
but
representative.
I mean, I know people want X. I think most people want Mega Man. They want X and they want Proto Man. Like I don't think there's a huge like ask for Robot Masters. I don't know.
Guys, if you're into this line and you want to see more, the
Yeah.
best thing you can do is support, buy the characters, and that lets the company know like there's interest in the line and it's worth investing time to develop more characters and put work and uh, man and all types of power into making the line. That's important. Did I only give 1 point, DK, or was that 2?
I think that was 2.
All right, awesome. I'm a little this
Just
Japanese whiskey.
support the line so that Jada and June and the team can continue making more of the Mega Man line.
This thing is sweet. This comes. Actually, let me get to these real quick. Jay Sinner, thank you so much. New member on YouTube. Appreciate you. Thank you. Don't forget to use up some of those awesome emojis in the chat, and of course, a super chat from the wonderful 80s baby Dario. What's up, man? Says just want to say what's up to the homie June.
Nice.
Dario, we're here too, man. All right. What's the does this come out at the elbow?
Yeah.
Just a gentle that's cool, man. Pletho says can't wait for Cutman.
Yeah, he's cool actually. I think the Wave 2 Robot Masters look cooler. And even a Lekman looks cool.
Nose Rain, what's up, Richie? Says June, I'll buy all the Mega Man figures. Dog. I'll put that line on my back. What the hell? There you go. I can't get this. I'm scared.
Is it cold out there?
It's been warming up. He's been in
really?
the house. Yeah, it's been warming up. Is there anything on here on the Mega Man that you wanted to kind of highlight for people now that you're here also at the same time, but having it on screen?
Not like one thing. I mean, we went with the more like, how do you say it? More of like the classic Nintendo look, I guess, as opposed to more of like the modern style. Yeah, and we try to like balance the look with the articulation, so it doesn't have too many breaks in it, right? But and we try to put as much detail as possible, like the paint finishes, the shading. So yeah,
he's really nice, man.
And I love the 2 facial expressions.
Yeah, 2 head swaps.
That's just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Sinner says, Guts, man. No, fans aren't just buying Chester because of appreciation. People really like Cheetos. I mean, I just bought 2 bags with the kids. I love Cheetos. I think my kids would like that too. There's a super chat down here I want to get to. Rick Dom 2345. Thank you so much, man. Was Dalsim and Bison able to make it out in time before Chinese New Year? Well, my friend, you missed the update earlier. But yes.
I mean, yes, but it's the initial set, it's not the full giant quantity for the whole year. It's, like they're produced and shipped out in batches. So the first batch did make it out. Yeah.
And those are the ones you said are destined for targets.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right. Dude, this thing is a lot of fun. And like I love all the stuff comes with these display stands for the effects too.
Mhm.
The Street Fighter ones.
Sweet.
There was a question earlier about was it about the were there running changes to the Ryu?
Yeah. I think in general, so like running changes usually like is more meaning like there was an issue where something wasn't licensed or approved. Like for example, like they wanted his gloves to be like orange, for example, but we couldn't. So we have to make a running change to like fix the issue.
Okay.
But what we've been doing is just trying to refine what's already done. So like that means like paint apps and articulation tolerances. So
Okay.
it's the same figure basically. There hasn't been a running change where like there's like a color change or like a swap out accessory. It's the same figure. But yeah, the first batch compared to what's being produced now, we're constantly like refining the figure. So honestly, the newer ones feel better than the older ones.
So
Yeah.
do you make them? I'm assuming you make them in batches, obviously, in certain quantities, which allows you to like, oh, on my next batch, I've thought of these improvements. I can implement those.
Mhm.
DK, have you? I
But-
don't think I know anybody that does that.
What?
But like sometimes what ends up happening is
Yeah.
like, like if we make a change, they have to make that change, like produce a couple pieces and then send it for us to review it, right?
Right.
So like there's only so much we can do before they gotta like start the production. So like sometimes like we'll have a produced piece where like, oh, like it was overcorrected or like we got to adjust this back. So it's like, oh, we already started production. So the fixes you're requesting have to be implemented in the middle of the production. So
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think like part of the reason why like a lot of the earlier figures took so long is like, I feel like I can't stop tinkering with these and like refining it. Like I could work on these for like years and still not, at a certain point, I just gotta be like, all right, it's good enough. We gotta move
Right.
on. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Before actually, okay, I got the next question, but there are some super chats of questions. Thank you so much, everybody. Obviously, these are passionate collectors of this line, right? Ryan Dole with the massive $20 Canadian. I don't have my soundboard anymore. Trap horn. Hey,
wait.
June, is there any chance for deluxe Street Fighter figures for the big boys like E Honda and Zangief? The Street Fighter 2 just about finished. Is Alpha next, or is that a separate license?
So yeah, so big figures will be deluxe. The first deluxes we showed in LA was Blanca and Sagat. So they're in a bigger box and they're much more substantial, like size wise. So yeah, so all the larger figures will follow that larger format.
Okay.
Yeah, and then after Street Fighter 2 is done, I'm not sure yet. We might jump around.
Mhm.
But for sure, Alpha is definitely high on my list.
Hell yeah. Dario with the $2 super chat. What's up, man? Says, oh, thank you very much. What's good, Kevin DK? Can't forget about y'all.
Thank you, 80s baby.
Thank you, Dario. June, what were you doing before toys? Like, were you collecting?
Yeah, I mean, I probably started collecting like as a collector and not as like a kid, like in college. Because I also went to like art school, so like there was a lot of like similar people who were like into toys and whatnot. So I started collecting like in college, and then and then I got into Jada like a year after I graduated.
Oh, no way.
So I've been in the toy industry for most of my like adult life.
Oh wow.
But like as far as collecting, like even if I wasn't in the toy industry, I would still be collecting. So they're two separate things, but at the same time, they at some point kind of converged into like being something that I could make a career out of.
That's cool because if you have like someone who's a dedicated collector, it just I think it shows through the product in the end. Especially when you say like I'll never be satisfied. I'll keep tinkering with stuff until a certain point where like it's got to come out. We got to
Yeah,
release it.
and like but like working at Jada, especially like the early days, it was primarily a vehicle company.
Right.
So even though I was into action figures and I wanted to do it, it wasn't what I was doing career wise. So and then eventually it just came to a point where like I got an opportunity to do what I wanted. I mean, it took a long time. It's not like something that happened overnight.
Hmm.
So, that was like what, like 3-4 years ago, where
Mhm.
up until then I was working and like some of the stuff I was doing was cool, but it wasn't aligned with like my personal interests in toys, right? But it was still good because I still like got a lot of like learning experiences and learned about a lot about the industry and the
Right.
business. So it kind of worked out because I feel like if it happened too early, I wouldn't have the experience to know how to like get to it, and I might have blown my chance, right?
Oh, true. That's a good
But
point.
happening later on, I was like prepped and ready for it more. So, but
No.
even then, you're not ready for it. Like, so
This is always interesting. I don't know if you are able to talk about this, but if like you said coming out of art school and then right into Jada, um, any interesting story, or is it just like there was an opening that you applied for, or is it just
no.
and what was the position? Like what were you
So like like it's funny because like at that time I didn't really care. Like I wasn't trying to like find a career. Like it just came to a point where I needed a job.
Yeah.
And the toy industry is really small. So like our school was very connected to the toy industry because our program was geared towards like toy design. So it's a
Oh, no
small
way.
industry already. So it's a smaller pool to like choose from anyway. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, like I applied to like Mattel, Jack Specific, all the toy companies in LA. There's like only a handful. Like it's a really small industry. And then Jada is like out in the middle of nowhere, like some wild card company. And I was like, oh, it's like this might align more with like what I'm interested in. And then I
Okay.
applied there, and they like hired me as a designer. So I started off as a designer, and then working on different product categories and gaining experience. I just eventually got to a point where I could have like my own category to manage.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
June, I'm curious, what was the first kind of like either vehicle or toy that you actually were a part of? Not necessarily that it was like fully your own, but
Mhm. At the time, we were doing a lot of like speed racer diecast cars and like
okay.
pullback cars and like radio control. Because like what happens like as a designer is like you work on a lot of different concepts,
Mhm.
but not all of them become product. So like
Yeah.
like I don't know, Speed Racer comes to mind. We did some like Marvel vehicles, and then it was mostly just pure car kind of things, like muscle cars or like import cars like that.
Okay.
And then like as far as like entertainment license wise, like the first things I worked on, we got the license to do Batmobile diecast.
Nice.
So I worked on some of that stuff. We did some Halo vehicles that came with little articulated figures that fit on them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and that was probably like the Halo stuff was probably like 2010 ish.
Damn.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's when Halo was popping,
At its peak.
I would say.
Yeah, and then I worked on some Fast and Furious too at the time. And then
You guys made that diorama with the house. That wasn't 2010 though. That was like a few years ago.
no, that was like last year.
Was it last year only?
I didn't work on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were definitely action figure then. That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
Yeah.
Christopher. Oh hell yeah! Did you read the series
No,
or Last
No.
Ronin?
no, but I want to. I just haven't got around to it. Have you?
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, I do want to read it. Yeah, yeah.
It's really I'm a sucker for like apocalyptic future timelines where things are doomed and all grungy and dirty and when it's Ninja Turtles too, that definitely hits home. There's a super chat. Thank you so much, Christopher Alarcon. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Says any chance for Dark Stalkers?
I do want to. We did ask about it. So there is a chance. Like there's some properties that I know that there's no chance. But Darkstalkers, we definitely have a chance.
On the topic of, different properties and licensing, do you have anything that you want to make that's maybe like an original IP?
Not at
Jada?
this point. No. Like it might be too early for me to even think about that.
Right.
Because there's so many things. Because like for example, like a company like Mezco, they have their own IP.
Yeah.
But they also have a built-in fan base, right?
Yes.
Like I don't think we have that yet to where we can do our original IP and people will like be on board. I think it's too early for that.
But that would be something that you're interested in.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Because like there's so many things that I want to do, and there's not enough time to do it.
Yeah.
It's just like it's kind of like overwhelming, like the things I want to do, and like how am I going to get to all this?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Like you want to focus on what you're doing now and do it as good as you can, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good point with Mezco because they built their fan base on all the licenses, all the DC stuff and Marvel stuff, and then starting to release the 1/12 Collective or whatever in Rumble Society and things like that. Like people loved it, and they were already huge supporters of the brand to get to that.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that from like a production standpoint, it's much easier and much faster.
Okay.
Because in more like it's cheaper to get into. You don't have to pay a licensing fee. You don't have to get approvals. Like you're your own approvals person. Like there's nothing like with licensed product at every step, every phase, you need to get it approved. So it slows down the process.
Yeah. You make a small change, adjustment, color, send it. Is that okay? Then it's got to go to China, back, everything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
James Hallett says, June, do you like Cowboy Bebop? Not a lot of figures for pretty popular anime.
Yeah, I do. I want to do Cowboy Bebop, but it's some properties are really tough.
Doombot 9000 says, so glad you are where you are, June. Love what y'all are putting out. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Christopher says, my first figure from Jada was Frankenberry. Still love that figure. Such a cool sculpt. Yeah, I mean, like that, the food mascots. There's like all the cereal and then a Chester Cheetah and stuff. Like those just look super cool, man.
Genius. June, genius.
Yeah.
You gotta get more.
I mean, yeah, food mascots is definitely something we're gonna lean into,
Yeah.
just because it's unique to us. There's not a lot of competition, so might as well. Yeah.
And how hard was it to get, or was it easy, if you can disclose, like to get Chester the cheetah? Like
Well,
when you approached them, were they like, "Want to
well,
make a toy of us?" Like what the heck?
well. Chester was easy, but it was because we had the cereal monsters. Like,
Right.
like in the beginning, we couldn't like even like I would say like a year or two even before we came out with Universal Monsters. Like I kept wanting to like, hey, like, look, can we get a license to try to action figure out? Like we were striking out for at least a year and a half even before we got monsters. So like, like licensors aren't willing to grant you a license for a category you have no like experience or like proof in.
Really?
Concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
Type of
I
thing,
mean,
right?
like for example, like if you're like a big licensor
Mhm.
and Hasbro approached you, and then some random company that you've never heard of approached you, who are you going to give the license to?
That's true.
So, yeah.
That's true.
So we were like striking out left and right. Universal Monsters, we got lucky. And then we do a lot of licensed product in general with our vehicles. We did have General Mills, and we are doing like serial mascot, like diecast vehicles. Like we already have the license, so like it just seemed like one that made sense. That would be cool to do, and like without it, we don't really have anything. Sort of just like grasping at whatever
Yeah.
I think might be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how we got that one. But because of that, when we approached like Chester, they were super excited.
Nice.
And because we have Chester, hopefully we can get the next license and like
Yeah.
rebuild. And like it's not even just for food mascots, even for like other properties. Like we have Street Fighter now. Like with Street Fighter, we're able to get better licenses that otherwise in the past would never be even like open to us to begin with.
Yeah.
Right.
Definitely
So,
probably connected to Capcom,
yeah.
right? Things.
Yeah. So as we grow our portfolio,
Yeah.
these like dream licenses that I want that might be unattainable now might be in the future. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't
that's cool.
remember. Is General Mills the same as Kellogg's?
No.
No, right? But yeah, it's like Samrock mentions like it would be cool if get the
So sad.
license to Kellogg's and then
the
Tony the Tiger action the figure. That would be
Action.
awesome.
The
Action.
cool part about these is that like there's adults who have this nostalgic tie to it, bond to it, that'll
Yeah.
buy it, who are toy collectors. But also like if you see it on the shelf at whatever retailer and like a kid wants it, it's like, oh my gosh, that's from whatever snack or cereal we have. The parents like, oh, this is it's a reasonable price point. Why
Mhm.
not? You're hitting like two different demographics there.
Yeah.
So it works out. Hey, Alexander Eagleson, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says, hi, June, DK, and Kevin. He said autocorrect.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So, so you're telling me there's a chance? I forget what that was for. Oh, Dark Stalker. That's right. There you go. Are we getting a 112 June asking for a friend? Maybe one of the original IPs.
I missed the boat on the selfie series. I think they discontinued it, so maybe not.
All right, I'm a little red from the booze right now, but
That's supposed to be you?
yeah, this was one hairstyle ago.
Well, regardless of the hairstyle, I don't think it looks like you. Does it? I
Of
can't.
some of the ones that I've seen out there, I think this might be one of the best that I've seen.
Really?
Not because
It's not
me.
the worst for sure.
Not because it's me. But for people out there, there is this option.
Oh no!
What do you mean? Oh no!
Oh man!
What do you mean?
I mean, that's an amazing.
Hold on. Let me try it on Ryu.
Oh no!
I should have gotten more. See, you guys,
That's
you know,
awesome.
everyone should have got on Selfie Series. Now it's not available, and everyone's like,
Here, this is it. That's an AliExpress paint line.
dude, you used that joke the other day. It wasn't funny the first time. I'm kidding. Nose Brain says Tony the Tiger, please. Yeah, I would buy. I would buy that, and for the kids. Legendary Poser says, not sure if this came up earlier. When can we expect the Cyberpunk figures? Let me pull up some photos. And you had these on display in San Diego. There were some comments. They're like, is that soft goods on Jadatoy on Facebook when I posted this? You know, what can you tell? What can you disclose to people?
So they're tooled. The tooling's done. So we're close. I would say summertime.
Summertime?
Yeah.
Of what year?
This year.
What? Are you serious?
That's
Yeah.
fast.
So the two Cyberpunk figures here and Wave 3 of Street Fighter are on a similar like schedule. Like those 5 figures are in the same batch. That's the next batch of figures that are coming out.
Damn.
So those 5 should be summer-ish.
Dude, when you showed us this in San Diego, like the soft goods, I'm not saying this because June's here, guys, but like the articulation, like it's double jointed everything. It was so movable, and again, this was like a prototype, right? An early prototype that
Mhm.
I handled, but like it looks really good and it moves really well. The soft goods fit nicely, so
Yeah.
get excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one too. So, you know, hopefully it comes out. It's kind of new for us. Like if we do like another Street Fighter figure, like we have more experience on that one because we've been making a couple Street Fighter now, but this is like more like full soft goods treatment.
Yeah.
This is kind of like our like trial run. So we're trying to make it right, and then hopefully that launches more of this style figure also in the future.
Hell yeah. I'll be supporting that one for sure because it just looks and feels fantastic. And
Mhm.
again, if you get more of these bigger name licenses under your belt, like, you know, it just helps you kind of parlay it into the next licensor, right?
Yeah.
What's up, Kayla? Kayla says, love my Boo Berry. Surprised you didn't type it in that way that I would expect you to, Kayla. But hello, good evening. This is a good question. Justin Mohan says, do you collect any indie toy lines?
Not really, honestly. But it's not because I don't like them.
Mhm.
But like I can't like collect everything and anything because I know like there's a thing to be said about, you know, like collecting a figure just on the strength of like it being a good action figure.
Mhm.
You know? But like at a certain point, like there's only so much like space and like money I have to
Well,
take.
to be fair, there's a lot of space behind you. Is this an office? I mean, I would kill for that much space, empty space.
So
For more toys.
what's funny is that space
Kill.
behind me is where I put the figures we're working on.
Oh, you cleared it out.
I have
Oh,
to
my bad.
because I can't show.
Oh, of course.
I have figures all over the floor. I have like brand new figures we're working on, like prototypes all over. Because
Yeah.
like the reason why it's here
Yeah.
is because when I'm sitting down, it's eye level, so I could look at the figures at eye level, you know, to like make sure like scaling looks good or like proportion. So it's like purposely like set up like that for that.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm even more appreciative that you came on tonight and you had to take down your
Well,
display.
even like during the stream, I'm like second guessing. Wait, is there something in the back that I forgot to like take down? Like,
Right, you take a second. I'll make it really
no,
small
no.
so nobody can see.
we're good. I
Nobody
think we're good.
enhance.
No,
Nobody.
we're good.
Dole says, please get Mortal Kombat next. Hell yeah.
I want to. Yeah, I want to.
That's all you have to say.
That'd be a dream. Like I would like to see Jada Mortal Kombat 2, man. That's
Singy, I'm gonna go with. It says greetings from Indonesia. Holy crap. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Hi, Kev, Red, and June. Are you saying I'm red because of the alcohol? Oh, maybe that's supposed to be a DK. Can you show us what changes you made since SDCC for Wave 2 and 3 characters like Cammy, DJ Guile, etc.? I noticed they look different now. Yeah, my pictures are old and outdated.
What changes? I mean, there's a huge laundry list, but I could just go over like quick ones that come to mind.
Yeah.
So I think DJ had the least changes. So what ends up happening with like designs, like when you translate them perfectly to like action figure, kind of gets in the way of functionality. So like we have to fake some things and adjust things, and most people probably won't notice in the end, but it helps to figure. So for example, like same thing kind of happened with Fei Long and DJ and even Dawson to a certain extent. Like their designs, their pants are super high on their waist, but when it's that high up on their torso, it hinders the forward crunching range. So we kind of have to bring the waistline down to improve functionality. We also had to do that with Dawson too, because technically his pants are all the way up to like his ribs, but we like brought it down to give more like clearance for the torso. So that's like one thing, one out of like a million things we're like adjusting and tinkering with behind the scenes.
I don't think anyone would even like notice or
I mean,
something like that.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like a lot of things that you focus on ends up being unnoticed in the end, but that's probably a good thing, right?
I think my grandfather used to have pants like these. There was no belt loops. It would just tie up top.
Kind of like sweats.
They would,
don't we
have
those
an
now?
elastic? The sweats have an elastic. I don't think his had an elastic. It was literally like extra fabric for him to tie together. My grandfather was not Fei Long, for everyone wondering. Chamba noticed action the figure. You thought you could get away with that goof.
I was wondering, like, is anybody?
It was a real boner move. By the way, I'm bringing back boner as a term for someone making a mistake because that's too good to let it go into the past. Kit Kat with a $5 super chat says, "Hey guys, June, any chance we'll get Mega Man's sister Roll or his dog Rush?" Thank you for the super chat.
Gotta get the dog Rush.
There's definitely some characters like I want to do before others. Roll isn't one of them, to be honest with you, but Rush might be. We'll see.
They're always in talks. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the question. June masterfully answered diplomatically. Let's see. Don't tell me DJ comes with the rock.
He doesn't, but just because it doesn't come with it the first time around doesn't mean it's off the table completely.
So,
yeah.
June's like, please don't put your head on my figures. Like, I don't want anyone seeing this. I didn't show up for this. Why do people keep saying Pete Davidson?
You know what?
Yes, that's what it is. Yes.
Come on, really?
Kind of.
The first one, I smiled because it was just natural when they're scanning me. It's just natural for me to smile, right? And I looked like a Chinese Jerry Seinfeld. It was such a weird look. And I'm like, I got to redo this. I can't be always smiling all the time. I think Rick had a really good selfie series too. We did ours in San Diego.
They were offering that at San Diego.
So I had they had them there. They had the scanning booth
Oh, really?
at the Hasbro booth. I
should've
had a
done it.
chance to do a free one because I did the Hasbro press thing for all their products, and they offered it to people who were there.
Oh, okay. I see.
Let's see. Johnny Cock, thank you for the super chat. Says June, you get to make the executive call for the next fighting game line. Mortal Kombat, Guilty Gear, Tekken, King of Fighters. What's Blaze Blue? Blaze Blue? Blaze Blue?
I've never heard
Is
of
this
that one.
what's the question? Like, if you get to make the call, which one would you choose? Is that the question, Johnny?
I think it is. I mean, honestly, probably Mortal Kombat.
I mean, that's the most that I know out of all those lines anyway.
I would love a 112 like Scorpion or Sub-Zero.
Yeah, Storm is a little bit big. I'm glad Storm is big and expensive because I'm like, okay, I can pass on that. I don't need it. But if it was at like the Jada Street Fighter scale and price point, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I still have one of the first like Storm Mortal Kombats. I have the Noob Cybot based on the first body they did. I think that one is really nice. I think it's better than some of the newer ones even.
Really?
It has more range. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Aren't those first like few the ninja guys worth like crazy money now?
Probably. I mean that's the only one I have from like the early like Mortal Kombat like Storm line.
Why wouldn't who doesn't run around the house just yelling Mortal Kombat? Even my kids know the Mortal Kombat song because of me.
Really?
And then they go dun, 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 dun.
Nice.
Yeah, filling their heads with useless knowledge. Cyberpunk figure look beautiful. Heck yeah. When can we pre-order those? Says Figs571. So you said if they're hitting summer,
yeah,
is there going to be pre-order period, or is it just like through like your pattern with the other figures, Target and
I mean it's the same pattern as like Jester. Like pre-orders go up and they usually ship out like 3-4 months after.
Dude, that's so exciting.
Wait, can't wait. I didn't say Rebecca's coming, did I?
I don't think you said anything. Don't let him fool you. He's a tricky one. Don't let him. That's the oldest trick in the book, Mario. He's not gonna fall for that. Come on. You think this is amateur hour? Come on. Chamba says all about those Cyberpunk figures. Hell yeah. Chamba's the man also.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're gonna lose. No, sorry. Torrance, said something earlier about Canada distribution. You mentioned looking to get Street Fighter into, or it's going to happen soon, into GameStop.
Well, yeah. So the goal is GameStop and Walmart.
Okay. Understood. June is self-censoring. Don't enhance, guys. I should have known. You tell the internet not to do something, and they're
doing it.
All right, DK, I need you to bring up some questions real quick, and I'm going to open Iceman.
Well, I keep forgetting to open figures. Like, I can't.
Are you normally just sitting and talking about toys?
No, but because like being on a live stream is like out of my element,
Right.
So like I'm like so like focused on this that I totally forget that like I should be opening figures at the same time.
Well, for me,
I'm a newbie, basically.
No, but like I get it, because if I have to manage the chat and also like the guests in the flow of the conversation, it kind of draws my attention. Whereas you have to worry about what you have displayed behind you, what you don't, and also like what you've mentioned, what you can and cannot talk about, what's been like reviewed.
I think that's the hardest part.
That's everything. Like you have to always be on for that, which I know it's tough.
So I have a question from Discord. Zio Adams. We asked for clarifications about distribution in Europe. Will I be able to get the Palmart Ryu here in Italy, or that's actually a store exclusive and it's locked in the US? Considering that we got Evil Ryu, does that mean that at least the Jada next level exclusive will be regularly distributed here? Thanks.
Yeah, so like the US and the rest of the world aren't linked together. So if something's exclusive in the US, that doesn't block or close the door for another region to have a chance at it. So just because it's exclusive here doesn't mean that you guys won't get it. As far as if your region will get it, it's not completely clear.
Mhm.
So, for example, I think the Walmart version, I think it popped up in Singapore. So, like some Asia markets did get it. I don't know if Europe or other continents got it, but moving forward, the goal is when we announce an exclusive, we also have like a little like some kind of note saying whether it might come to your region or not to help like people that's not in the US like at least have an idea of whether they're going to get it or not. It's still a work in progress, and most likely it's never going to be perfect because there's so many regions worldwide. But yeah, we're working towards being able to communicate that with everybody more clearly in the future.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
chances are, I mean, if you did get last year's Comic-Con exclusive, chances are you'll probably get like that same type of item in the future because you know those retailers, if it did well for them, they're gonna constantly want to re-up and recreate that like magic. You know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for answering that question.
Yeah, I can't imagine anyone being like, "No, I don't want a Jadatoys Street Fighter exclusive." It's like, are you serious? It's like one of the hottest lines right now. Why wouldn't you want? Yeah, someone else is gonna. It's if you don't do it, someone else is gonna go for it. So
Yeah.
they're gonna keep coming back.
But yeah, it's tough because like you know like when you're sharing these kind of things worldwide, it's hard to control. Things might leak, you know. So
Yeah, there's international and lots of parties involved.
yeah, it's hard to control.
So
So I
Ryan,
just
sorry,
for it.
Ryan Dole asks, so can we get new head sculpt expressions and accessories with Player 2 repaints?
Yes and no. We're doing straight repaints, and we're doing more deluxe repaints with new pieces. So the answer is both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I question from me. I don't know why I had to preface it with that, but a lot of toy lines, obviously, like it costs money to tool and sculpt a figure. Do you think with Street Fighter, because of like Player 2 and like different player options and colors, it adds more ability to sell more for the line and in turn like make it be more successful? Because a lot of people look at some other toy lines, are like, oh, those are lazy repaints and this and that. But some people, you know, like I played with that color for my character and this and that. Like, is that like it's a good advantage for you?
I think it's both. It makes sense to the franchise. So
Yeah.
obviously we're gonna do it because it's an easy thing to do. But people are gonna say it's lazy anyway. Like, you know, like
Right.
so it's both. It's the positive and the negative, regardless of what it is. But yeah, we're gonna do it. It makes sense to do it. You know, like in general, we're gonna try to do things that make sense, right? Like you're not gonna see like 10 different repaints of Blueberry just because we're trying to like maximize the life of the mold, you know?
Yeah.
Like it still has to like make sense to the property.
But then there are those completists. It's like I have to get all the colors.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So it's a balance because you know, like if too many recolors come out at once, then people are gonna say like, "Hey, like, where's the new characters?"
Yeah.
So we need to balance it, but it still has to make sense for us, like even like schedule wise, because it is faster to come out with a repaint than it is a completely new figure from the ground up.
Yeah.
So there's going to be gaps in the year between new characters. So we're just offering things to fill those gaps. And people need to understand that like repaints aren't taken away from new characters. Like regardless of whether we put out repaints or not,
Mhm.
new figures are coming out at the same timing regardless. So it's not sacrificing the new characters.
Yeah, I think that's a very important point. 7962 says, "Oh my God, you passed on Chinese Jerry Seinfeld." I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it if it was just one figure to bring home, one face.
I think that's the one you should have came home with.
You're you're an idiot. What's up, Jurassic Jesse? Are you able Hellspawn Hulk? And again, I'm curious, but if you're not able to disclose or you don't have the information yet, are you able to talk about is there the price point for Cyberpunk?
We do have early costing right now. It's the price is pretty good. I don't know how to say it. So it's a certain price, and it's a very reasonable price.
Okay.
But we also have an option to up the price and up the quality of the soft goods. So I think the price is up to us. Do we want to go here or do we want to go here? So we're exploring like what the perfect balance is. Because yeah, we can go all out and make, you know, like $150 figure, but I'm not sure that's what's best for the line right now. So, but we don't want to compromise quality. So we're gonna find a middle ground. But yeah, the price, I think in the end, people will be happy with the price. It's not gonna be like it'll probably be lower than you expect it to be.
Well said.
That's great. That's great marketing. I love
Well
it.
said.
I'm not a marketing person, by the way.
Dario. Oh, damn. Thank you for the super chat, Dario. Says, all right, I'm out. June, keep killing it with all the lines. I'm all in. Shout out to Mike also. Can't wait to chill again at SDCC. Peace
For sure.
to everyone. You guys going to be out there again, right?
Yep.
Well, you're in California anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be crazy not to be. Thank you, Dario. Have a good night, brother. Chalmers says, great answer. It's true. It's true, though, right? Like, without giving
I don't even know if that's a good answer or not.
If you have the Chamba seal of approval, you did something right. Okay. Chamba's not going to blow smoke up your ass. He will tell you. He will call BS on your BS, and then he will tell you if you know
it's garbage.
Yeah, he will say straight up, "That's garbage. That's a garbage answer." Jerry, $4.99. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, June, after you finish with Street Fighter 2 roster, would you be open to sprinkle in? Nice question. Some Capcom one-offs with the next Street Fighter roster.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah.
I think a lot of people want Strider.
Yeah. But like those three characters, like if it was a wave of those three, it'll be an amazing wave because all those figures are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Zio Adams, I think I want them all. I don't care. I don't know which line you're saying to specifically, but that's obviously good feedback. There you go. Great answer. When does the first big boy come out? Peak Obi-Wan. I think that's a good question.
For Street Fighter, right? It's Blanca and Sagat. When? The plan right now is for this fall.
Sooner than you'd expect.
That is, yeah. It's...
Sooner than you'd expect. Or no fall. Got to go to marketing tomorrow and be like, guys, I came up with a great phrase. It'll keep people in But also, if anything messes, if another COVID happens, they'll be like, "Oh, June prepared us for that." If you're just gonna say sooner than you expect, it's like I tested it last night, went through the roof. Iceman. So I got the McFarlane Batman and Robin wave recently.
The movie wave?
Yeah, and the whole wave comes with a bunch of ice effects
Oh, nice.
for Mr. Freeze.
Oh, nice.
So they're pretty close in color. Like,
Mhm.
if you needed to add more stuff to your Iceman and you collect Batman, grab some of those. Where's the... There's a really cool ice effect where he freezes. You can put it on a person and it looks like you froze. He shot ice and froze part of their head and shoulder. It's really cool.
Oh, isn't that kind of like what Storm did with their Mortal Kombat figures?
Oh, let me see if
Or
I can
maybe
do it.
not.
It's like this.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Static Thunder, thank you for $5 super chat. Says, what up, y'all? Time for the difficult question. Uh-oh. Pancakes or waffles?
I think it depends. I like both.
You don't have to be diplomatic on this one. Just go. Give them
Pancakes.
waffles, man.
I like waffles. If I had to choose, I would say waffles.
You get the crunch, and then you add some syrup, and you let it get to a reasonable sog level, but still crunchy. It's waffles. And they have built-in pockets for syrup.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but yeah, Static Thunder, thank you for watching, and thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Paul Morales in the chat, man. Beast Boy, I think I said. Chamba, see, troublemaker, man. Yeah, these are. So I don't know if I had a chance to show everybody Iceman yet. TK, can you embiggen this part?
Yes. Boom.
The detail, a little pack on the back here. Where's his face? 2 expressions also.
Oh, that's nice. That second
Right? Yeah, those look really cool. Pun unintended, sorry. Ice to see you. Crepes? Okay, now you're just getting fancy, Rick Jones. How about bubble waffle? Hong Kong style.
Wait, what's that?
They pour it in that waffle maker, and it's got like all these dimples in it. And then they pour the batter on, and then they press the other side. When it comes out, it's like a sheet of like little round bubble waffles.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen that.
You gotta have that in Hong Kong, man.
Next time.
Bottom of the boots. Yeah, these are like, to have a whole lineup of these. I think these would all look cool on display.
Yeah, that's our only advantage. Is like if you have a bunch of them together, they look cool as like a collection. Right?
Yeah. Henrock did a great shot with that Iceman. Henrock, first of all, man, Beast Boy. Henrock does almost exclusively good photos. So go follow Henrock112 on Instagram. He's been killing it with all of these. Looks like an inverted waffle. I don't do Japanese cheesecake. I'm all about all American cheesecake for me. I need the cookie crunch on the bottom. All right, June, how's that $20.99? Let's get you
I did the torso mod while we were talking.
Oh, nice.
I gotta glue his kneecap in. It popped off, but no biggie.
Oh. Yeah, that's weird, right? So, if you pop off his torso and then you flip the peg the other way, it gives him more range.
Yeah, because the original way it was, like the bottom part of the peg had no movement. It was weird. But I like the hands. They have like these little claws. I don't know if you could tell. I mean, I'm sure everyone already has this figure anyway. So,
I don't have it yet.
oh really?
Neither do I.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's a nice figure.
See, I'm at this line where like, do I need to go to imports for certain things, and is the
Okay.
price difference really justifying, what I'm getting from an American or domestic release versus something from overseas? Not that overseas releases aren't good, but by the time I ship it to Canada, sometimes it makes it not worth it. So some of the
Oh,
stuff,
that's true.
right? So if I'm getting Marvel Legends 2099 versus SHF is a little bit cheaper versus something like Mafex or Sentinel, those lines that are more expensive, like sometimes it's not justified unless the character. It depends on the character a little bit too.
Yeah, like for me, the reason why like I'll lean towards an import
Mhm.
is like I said earlier, like I'm not really all in on most lines. So
Right.
it's not like I'm buying whole waves of the Marvel Legends movie Spider-Verse figures and like like this is the only figure in Spider-Verse I want in any line. So it's like a one-off. So I might as well try to get like the one that's the best. And I
Mhm.
think this character specifically in Legends wasn't really my favorite anyway.
Okay.
But I wanted this character, so this is like it's a one off, so the price doesn't really come into play for me.
Okay. What was this one? Static Thunder says crepes are just flat and fancy pancakes. Crepes are just really thin. On its own, it sucks. It's all about your filling in the crepe.
Hmm.
That's why. That's the only reason it's good. So it's that they're not even in the picture. Come on, guys. BXTR works. What's going on? Yeah, some of these, and I think
Mhm.
that kind of goes the same for like the Street Fighter figures, right? You're able to pack so much in a box,
Hmm.
alternate expressions, hands, accessories. For the people who, the people who pose and do toy photography and all those kind of setups, it's like, is the jump from this to importing from Japan, like, is that worth it for that person? I think this offering, like, at the price point is just there's so much value.
Yeah, hopefully we could be competitive with imports with Street Fighter.
June, have you ever tried Tim Hortons?
Um, maybe I can't remember. No, I haven't. I was thinking about Dunkin' Donuts. No, I've
Have
never
you
tried Tim
have
Hortons.
you been to Canada? Have you visited Canada?
I have a long time ago, but I don't think I went to Tim Hortons.
I mean, Tim
I went
Hortons
to
is not.
Toronto, I think.
Sorry, you went where?
I went to Toronto.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're just close to there. Tim
Uh,
Hortons is not a destination place you want to go. It's like you're on the way somewhere and you need something quick to eat and you want coffee. Like, I'll go to Tim Hortons. No one wakes up and goes, "Man, I can't wait to go to Tim's today." That's me.
hmm.
If you're into it, then I'm sorry if I have offended you. There's just better options. Does Premium Bandai not ship to Canada? I don't know. DK, is that an option?
That I do not know, but I can look it up. If I can figure it out.
All right, Matt Logic 40. Hey, what's up, Matt Logic? Which Capcom game has the best soundtrack from our good friend, the Figure Report?
It's hard to say.
Legendary Poser says no, Premium Bandai does not.
Let them answer the question.
Third Strike, maybe.
Third Strike. What I really liked about the San Diego exclusive, the Evil Ryu, the extra accessories that come with it,
Mhm.
is there plans for, you know, future convention ones that have more of these, like maybe diorama pieces or fun little Easter eggs that draw to to the games? Because I think as a convention one, like those are really fun to see.
Yeah, I mean, it made sense for this one just because like those sign pieces on his stage, like everyone knows what that is.
Yeah.
But other diorama pieces can come off more generic. Like, oh, that could be that, but it could also be from any generic, like,
Hmm.
like Marine base or whatever. So, I mean, so yeah. I mean, I think the signs for this one was the best, but yeah, we will continue to do similar type of things. But I don't think it's gonna like have the most like impact because it's not as specific.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys do die-cast cars, just like pu- convention exclusive with that beat up beat up car would be great.
Well,
Oh,
yeah. So that's if we came to a point where we could do a 112 scale beat up car,
yeah.
I think that'd be like amazing. For
I feel
sure.
like the business talk, the synergy. Do people still use that word in business in 2024? But like a company that already makes cars, like hopefully this is the best chance of something like that happening. It seems like it would be.
Yeah, it is, but people don't realize that it's two separate teams,
Right.
right? We're like in our own like silos, I guess.
Yeah.
But I personally do have experience with vehicles because I did a lot of vehicle things at Jada in the past.
Hmm.
So I do have some working knowledge and understanding of making vehicles.
So you're saying there's a chance. Got it.
Could be.
It's the chances aren't zero, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Sooner than you'd expect, is what you're saying.
I don't know about that one.
Not this time. Not this time. Vindicator. What's up, Arvin? Will Evil Ryu be available in Canada? I know at the time in San Diego, Next Level wasn't shipping to Canada yet when I was asking you.
Mm. So I think that one has been retired. So if it hasn't hit your region, I feel like it's in the past now. I could be wrong. I have no idea. I don't know.
Okay, that's the most and most negative you've answered tonight in terms of like as without actually saying like that's on that scale. So read into that how you will. But thank you, Vindicator, for asking the question. Mario says, Junior, do you watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
No.
What are you into any anime right now?
I don't watch a lot of anime. Like I do know all the classic ones, like more recent ones.
Mhm.
I did watch Chainsaw Man recently. It's all right.
Thoughts? Sorry.
I mean, it's cool, I guess. I enjoyed it, but it's not like my top 3 of all time kind of thing. It's
What
just-
is your top 3?
Yeah, what is your top 3? Let's
I
hear
don't know. Let me see.
it. But I know it's not Chainsaw Man.
Well, most likely Dragon Ball Z is top 3.
Yep.
I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. These type of lists are hard because like there's always more than.
That's true. You have
And a lot of times, a lot of things depend on like what you're into at the time. Like you might get back into something or be over it later. Like
Yeah.
I mean, there are definitely a couple anime that I would really want to do figures for. I won't
Ooh,
say it
okay.
here, but there's a list that's more clear as far as what I want to do figures for, as opposed to what's my favorite of all time.
Yeah, because
but I would say Dragon Ball Z is in the top 3.
I always want to ask people who work in toys, it's like, what do you like? And it's hard for them to question because it's like, what do I say? What do I like versus like, how do I, what I want to make? And if it's giving away too much, but that's always a tough line to straddle. I'm just getting into more of the recent stuff now. And Mario and I have been buying everything JJK recently too. DK, start watching it.
Yes. I'm just afraid that I'll start buying the toys. Maybe that's the reason why I'm holding out.
You coward. What, like it's a bad thing? Look at everything you have.
I gotta collect other stuff right now, man.
But the thing is, if it's early enough in the line, it's easy to catch up, right? But if it's like a line that's been going for like 10 years, it's hard to backtrack.
Then I can just give up, It's just like, it's too late on it, I don't have to go start.
Ooh, give June the Power Rangers line, I beg, says Static Thunder.
Wow.
Now, obviously, you don't have to say anything because poker face, whatever it may be. But for me, Hasbro kind of shelving the Lightning Collection line lately. What are the options available? Super 7 Ultimate Rangers, right? Lightning Collection made a lot of figures for a lot of teams that probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. So, but they do seem to be like licensing out and putting some lines, leaving it to other companies to make. That would be really cool. Your like the Jada articulation with applied to Power Ranger stuff would be really cool. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I'm personally not a Power Rangers guy.
All right, that's it. It's not happening to Rob.
For figures, I think they work for figures, like the main.
Yeah.
And even the villains also, but it's not something I'm personally interested in.
Yeah, and the thing is, would it be like Shoto Super has been completing a lot of Sentai teams? Okay, cool. Thank you. The thing is, like, if Jada or any other company picks it up and has the license to make it in 1/12 scale, it's like they're gonna make MMPR again because they got to make sure they make the team that's going to be the most profitable and sell the most and make sure it's successful. And what's going on upstairs? And can you hear that, TK?
I kind of heard Joyce, I think.
I think she's cleaning. Yeah, but like, it would be making MMPR that makes it more successful and profitable. And then people will be like, oh, we want more of this other stuff. It's just, I don't want to go through that again. It's like going through a new relationship. I already did all that with Hasbro.
Yeah, I feel like something like that, like the main like Mighty Morphin cast, it's been done enough to where it's like, I think there needs to be a big break between the next new cast of Mighty Morphin. Like I feel like it's been done like enough in the past 10, 15 years, like Figure Arts did it, Bandai America did it, Hasbro. Like it's been done at least like 4 or 5 times. So
Hasbro did it one last time before they stopped.
Yeah. So it's like, is it really exciting? I don't know. I think for me it's not. But and I think that people, I feel like the people who collect it already have like 2 or 3 iterations of it already.
Yeah.
So it's like, is there really a big like want for it?
What's up, Met? Good to see you. Look at all those beautiful Jada figures. Okay, we got there.
I'll open my first Gomez.
All right, here we go. Is this your first? It's your first Gomez, but is it your first experience with a Mezco figure or no?
No, I have a bunch over the years. I mean, it's not. I mean, Mezco in general isn't like one of my favorite companies.
Okay.
Just but every once in a while, if there's because I got Dr. Doom recently, like a figure like that really catches my eye and I'm interested in. But yeah, I'm not like a huge like Mezco guy in general.
Neither am I. Alex Twist, and I've seen this asked a couple of times. Streets of Rage. I'm assuming. Can you do Streets of Rage?
I mean, not really high on the list for me.
Cool. Are you the go-to? Are you the main man who says what we're going after? What can we do?
Yeah, pretty much.
Or you have influence, or it's your call?
Mostly it is, I would say. Like, yeah, I mean, if it's something that we have a chance to do and I really want to do it, then it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Like you'll fight your best
Well,
fight. To,
it's not even fight. It's just something like I'll just pursue.
nice.
Like it's not like I have to go through like levels of approvals to do something when it comes to that kind of thing, right?
Okay. That's gangster.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Let's see. My favorite anime, says Richie, is Naruto Code Geass? Dragon Ball Z. Are you gonna watch the new Dragon Ball Daima?
I don't know, but the thing about Dragon Ball Z to me, or Dragon Ball in general, is like after Dragon Ball Z, I feel like is it necessary? It's like how many more levels of Super Saiyan can you achieve? It's like after a certain point, it's like, what's the point?
Well, how many more levels is equivalent to how many other colors his hair has not changed yet?
Yeah, I feel like it's like it's kind of tired now. Like I feel like the first time, like in Dragon Ball Z when he goes Super Saiyan, that's like magical, right? But now it's like, oh, let me guess, he's gonna power up again.
But
What if I go?
his hair blue?
But June, let me ask you this: what if he goes more Super Saiyan? Another level. That's I feel like that's what. To me, it's like the Flash. When I watch the Flash TV show, it's like, oh, Barry, how are you going to get through this? I'll run faster. A new speed, like I'll kick it into another gear.
Yeah, I mean, like it's inevitable. You can't like avoid that. But I think they're well past like even going like I don't know.
I'm with you there.
I'm good with Z. Like I'm satisfied. I don't need more stories.
Well, the new one, they're like some magic happens, and they're all the characters are like chibi style now.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. I did say something. Like if it's something like that, like a different take,
Yeah.
maybe.
Oh, that's good, because then maybe they can't go Super Saiyan, so now they have to write different stories.
I think that's what happened in GT, right? Like he couldn't go Super Saiyan, right?
Didn't he go that weird version with the red furry
SS4?
arms?
I think that was
Yeah.
SS4, right? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Quip? Tim's Bits. LeBron Jew says, June, are those Wave 2 and 3 figures on your shelf prototypes, or are they finished product?
Those are the prototypes from Comic-Con.
Okay. June gets what June wants, says Cap Lives.
Yep.
Not always.
Oh, he goes for what he wants. How about that? All right. How's the Gomez working out for you?
It's cool. He's funny. It's just funny that like it's like a roach head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like as usual, it comes with like a whole tray of like accessories and effects. And, like,
Yeah, it comes with the. They always pack it out with.
yeah, this one comes with like 12 sets of hands. It's crazy. Like I don't know if you can see, but let me see if I can show you.
Yeah. Oh, I had never seen a Gomez with that many.
Yeah, and then he has like a tray.
That's a lot. Oh wow, that's a lot of accessories.
Yeah.
June and me are on parallel on so many things. Seeing Goku with pink hair, like why I dig the color, but the power dynamic is kind of corny now. I mean, yeah, I agree too, but people still like it, so it's working for some reason, or for some people.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Rick's Nerd Life. Hey, new name in the chat. Thank you for being here. I ask this often. Did we ask this already? Resident Evil? Is Resident Evil on the table or no?
That's a tough one. Like
Right.
it's a Capcom license, but it's the rights are with the creator, and creator owned properties
Okay.
are pretty difficult, if not impossible, honestly.
Was the Street Fighter one like a long shot to get?
I thought it was. I mean, because like think about it, like 2.5 years ago when we didn't have anything,
Mhm.
we approached Capcom like, hey, can we do Street Fighter action figures? The chances of them saying yes seems very slim, especially when you've been shut down for the past year with every other license.
Mhm.
Like they were excited, like, yeah, sure, like we'd love that.
Oh,
Like,
really?
it was like the opposite of what I was like fearing. But I just feel like we got lucky and the timing worked out, because I feel like, especially with the new game, like maybe like a 6 months to a year after we asked, there probably were a lot more companies asking for it to
Oh, nice.
ride the Street Fighter 6 wave. But I feel like we got in right before there was like a budding interest in the franchise again. Maybe that's just my thought, because like even after we started the line, you saw a lot of like import companies like getting back on the Street Fighter
Yeah.
train too. So it was just a matter of timing. We just got in right before, like, because if we didn't ask and it was like a year later, maybe another domestic company like grabbed it.
Yeah. Do you remember at the time, was like SH Figure Arts still putting out Street Fighter figures at the time?
No, because this was like 3 years ago. I think Street
Right.
Fighter, the figure arts ones were retired like way before then, maybe like 5 years ago.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Even. Yeah.
And now, they're I'm just saying, I'm saying this, they're putting more figures out in the game.
Well, all the companies are like Revoltech is. Storm is like getting back in. I mean, they've never stopped, but I think they ramped up more.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that, and like there's at least 3 import companies doing it now. There might be more too. Who knows? Because the thing about like Japanese toy companies and American toy companies, I feel like in Japan, the license is more willing to give the same rights to all the companies. Like, oh, like there's 4 Japanese companies, let them all try their hand at Street Fighter. Whereas like in the US, it's more like Hasbro's doing Marvel figures. No
Right.
other company can. Like McFarlane's
Yeah.
doing DC figures. No one else can.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more blocked off and more like reserved for like one company to take on that license. Whereas in Japan, I feel like everyone has a shot at it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because like, Hasbro's got on lock for Marvel 6-inch action figures and Star Wars.
I mean, there are exceptions. Like obviously, like companies like Mezco can do a one-off here and there of Marvel figures, but like it can't intersect with what Hasbro's doing. They can't sell it at mass retailer. It can't be $25-$30. Like
Right.
it can't be. And I'm speculating, but I would also assume that the character selection is also very limited for them. Like if Hasbro's doing a big push on a certain character or franchise, most likely they're not going to want another company to like infringe on what they're trying to push.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Meanwhile, I'm collecting 2 different lines of Jujutsu Kaisen from Japan, just because one company makes some characters, the other doesn't, but they all look good together. You know, what is it? I started getting into Demon Slayer, and SHF is putting out Tanjiro when there's already like 2 offerings, maybe in like the 1/12 articulated line is 2 or 3. So it's that's a good point.
Mhm.
John says, "Yo, build a Honda. I only need the front of it." If you consider
You know
build a
that?
figure, no, build a figure like the car, or build a E Honda.
I think
Build a
building
figure.
Honda is cooler.
That'd be
I
interesting.
think it's talking about, you know, when the Street Fighter level where you fight or destroy the car.
You beat up the car.
It, it's. I think it's a Lexus. No.
DK, Google it, man. That's.
I could be wrong. Oh, I'm googling it. I'm googling it.
I'm a googling. We pink hair centaur level up. They gonna regret when we. Static Thunder with another 5. Thank you so much. Says, hear me out. Kool-Aid Man and Eminem characters. I would buy the hell out of a Kool-Aid Man action figure for sure.
There'd be no articulation.
That makes it easy for you. Just make it come with a wall that breaks in half, so that you can film a commercial the old school way, and he just busts through. Oh yeah. M&M's, yeah, Eminem, same thing. Highly
I mean,
articulated.
we do make M&M's diecast figures. They're like this
Okay.
big. I mean, like for M&M's, like that's good enough. Like because it's just it's just the body with like little arms. Like you're not going to be able to get any range out of them anyway.
I want double jointed elbows and knees and torso articulation. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Rick Dom, thank you for this super chat. Says Jada M&M candy mascot figures would be really cool. Candy M&Ms.
It's funny because I mean we have made M&M figures in diecast.
Yeah.
I mean they're not action figures, but we have them.
There you go. He beat him to the punch. Yeah, if you guys want to race each other to get to the point for super chats, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. So basically, figure report. That's a good spin. So basically, June saved Street Fighter. Got it. Is what he's saying.
Maybe you don't know. I mean, there could be companies that could have done it worse. There could be companies that could have done it better. You never know.
You know what?
You did it good. You did it amazing, man.
We're in this timeline. Okay, we can't speak for the other ones.
Yeah.
SHF, JJK, Tarensu. I don't know. Some of them. I can't say for all that they're better. Was it relatively easy to get the Mega Man license? Says Figure Report.
Yeah. Like once we got Street Fighter,
yeah.
Like, oh, can we have Mega Man 2? Yeah, sure. Like it wasn't even like I mean, it felt like it wasn't even like a consideration. Like, yeah, sure. They just threw it in.
It's like actually I have no comparison. I just gave up. I really thought I had something going there. 796 Studio says it was a Lexus LS 400.
You know what? The ultimate thing, I mean, it would never happen, I don't think. But the ultimate way to make that product is to get it officially licensed by Lexus and have an officially licensed Lexus car for the beat up car. That would be the ultimate item. But, like it might be difficult because like a lot of car companies don't want to represent product of their car as damaged, especially if it's a luxury brand. So
it's an image thing for sure.
Yeah.
So
it's like you don't want people seeing my selfie series head on your action figure.
I don't care.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Wait, why didn't you find a screenshot of the actual game?
Well, yes, but then I will get that too.
Bro,
what? Whoa, I was trying to nail down the actual car, man. Right?
Here we go. Kool-Aid Man with ab crunch. Ooh. I feel like we can keep going forever. So you let me know if I'm taking up a lot of your time, because I think everyone here is just really excited about the line, and I think I'm curious about this too. You have some of the prototypes from the convention. you have an articulation demonstration?
I'll try. They're like kind of fragile and cracking.
Yeah, don't.
I'll try with Cammy. Because like the other two, like DJ is very similar to Phelan.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like of the three, Cammy has the most new and different. So, but I don't know.
Do what you're comfortable with or what you think the figure is able to do.
So I'll try to compare it to like Chun-Li. Because like that's a reference point you guys can kind of like. So like the neck on Chun-Li, like she has a hinge at the bottom and then a ball joint at the top. So we try to do a double ball peg on both top and bottom of the neck, but because the neck is so small, it's hard to put a ball peg in there because the neck doesn't have enough like resistance to hold the ball peg, so that it just pops off. So that's why we had to do a hinge. So we try to do it with this one. We're still working on it, but in theory, like this style has, because like you can't do this with Chun-Li.
Damn.
You know, like but you can go forward and backward a lot because the hinge on the bottom of the neck. So like hopefully she'll have more range, like in every direction. So that's one improvement. Another one is the braids are on a rotation, so you can have it like flowing in whatever direction you have the character. Like,
oh, sweet.
And because she has two heads and the shape of the braid is different for her alternate head, you can mix and match the four.
Sweet.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Pretty sure everyone's approving of that.
Yeah. I mean, her arms are pretty standard, you know, double, whatever. She doesn't have butterflies, but she has like a cutout, kind of like the Mega Man figures, where you can still get her arms in front of her because there's clearance on the front of the chest.
Yeah. Look at how far across you get.
Yeah, so there's no butterfly joint, but you get some range out of it. You know, so like sometimes it's not about the joint, it's about the range. So that's kind of what that is. The torso is similar to Chun-Li. You have the rotation at the top and at the bottom.
Yeah, that's really good range. Mezco still gets more range than some figures with butterflies. So yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there are a lot of figures where the joint's there, but it doesn't do anything. So, and then the legs are pretty standard too. It's similar to Chun-Li. It can go forward, backward, out, and then you have like the standard like double. You have a swivel at the top of the boot, and then standard. So yeah, she's pretty good. Like she's gonna be super posable, but at the same time, she'll look good in neutral.
Hell yeah, that looks killer as is, man.
And like just having like her design having braids alone makes it so much more dynamic. Like
whoa, yeah.
No, that looks good.
Like, yeah, the same with DJ. He has a ponytail on the back. Like just having that extra element on the design makes it way more dynamic. It's weird. It's weird how it works that way.
It's funny. You know how I mentioned like, you know, Mortal Kombat Storm at that price point? It's like it's just not in my core properties that I'm not going to collect it, but Street Fighter is kind of like that. But at this price point, like I want to get all of these for Street Fighter, like especially like again the value that we're getting with each figure. Juhn, are you a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender?
You know what? I've never seen it, honestly.
I'm just saying that, there's a new live action show coming out this
Mhm.
month, and it doesn't seem like there's any merch out there. Rick Don with
Mm.
2345 says the same thing, considering uh, Avatar: The Last Airbender or Ben 10. How about Ben 10? Is that in your age range?
No, it's what is it? I'm too old for that.
Yeah, it's way after me too. Come on, Rick, grow up, okay? We're playing with action figures here, not talking about Ben 10. Grow up. I'm kidding. I love you, Rick. 112 scale Lexus LS 400 or we riot.
Yeah.
All right, there
I
it
mean,
is.
realistically, it'd be an unlicensed car that looks like it, looks different enough to where we won't have a problem. But yeah, the ultimate item would be an officially licensed one.
They punched the badge off of the front, obviously. DK, did you find a good photo of it?
Yes. Hi.
Look
Hi.
at that.
Hi. 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 Hold on. I gotta hit share. Hada.
Enhance. That's not a Lexus logo.
Close enough.
There you go. Just beat the hell out of it. Or like a cardboard cutout. That would be cool.
Just need a sticker, man. That's all we need.
A sticker.
No, a sticker for the Lexus logo.
A couple people mentioned in the chat. I don't know if this is something on your radar or that's an older prototype in terms of Cammy usually being depicted with larger eyes. I don't follow it that closely. I'm sure there's different versions and iterations of the character.
Yeah, so we had the first one at San Diego. We had a second one, a different one at LA, and there's like it's one of the earlier ones floating around internationally. The eyes are, I mean, it's already tooled, it's already done, but the eyes are bigger than what you see in prototype images. Like that for sure, we changed.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, this is an old one. Her eyes are not right. Her face isn't right, but this is going to be a fun figure.
Dude, just the way you're posing it up, it makes it's hitting those poses, but it doesn't make it look like, with an action figure, it might, something might stick out in the wrong way or
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that looks really natural for what you're doing with it.
yeah. So yeah, I'm probably most excited for her from Wave 3. So I hope people, I mean, she's probably going to be a really like popular one. It has to, just like based on her character strength alone, right?
Mhm.
So like trying to go all out and trying to make the craziest version, I think it's gonna like double that like excitement. Hopefully.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mario says Capcom never got the Lexus Toyota license.
Yeah, we'll just do it, and if we get like sued, we'll just blame Capcom.
Yeah. Like, but I'm going game accurate.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
Hell yeah. All right, so dude, it's cool you're sharing so many things with us and answering all the questions and of course opening some toys. But yeah. Yeah, that's dope. We're gonna go until 8:30 West Coast, 11:30 East Coast here. So if you have some final questions, pop them up. I mean, there's so many people here. I want to thank you tonight. It says 124 people watching. Hell yeah! Leave a thumbs up if you can, man. That would really help out. It tells YouTube that June's here. You should rewatch this. This channel's also pretty cool. Come check it out. Is there anything you didn't open yet?
Yeah, I didn't open these two.
I think you have time for at least one more. Which one would it be?
This one. Unless you want me to open R2.
No, I'm good. They're your toys, man.
Okay. I keep
you guys,
forgetting to open toys, honestly.
hey, if the conversation's good, you just keep talking. It's all good.
Yeah.
Jay Evans says, could you do a collect and connect car or some sort of build something? Well, we kind of touched on that earlier. June's got some experience in the toy department for Jada, so hopefully that's on your radar as a possibility. I got to meet you at San Diego. You guys do a lot of shows. What's the next convention that either you're going to be in or Jadatoys is going to be in that people can come see some of these? Like, honestly, my tiny little screen share of my Instagram from a photo of, when was this? San Diego last year? I don't know, September? July? It's not going to do you any justice. If people want to come out and see prototypes and things like that in person, what's the next show you're going to be at? Do you know?
Yeah, so as a company, we do a lot of shows, but a lot of shows are very like car specific.
Okay.
Like we go to a lot of car shows, but for action figures, I think this year the three main ones is going to be Anime Expo in LA. I think that's like early July. It's usually 4th of July weekend, Anime Expo is. So we'll have a booth there. And then obviously San Diego Comic-Con will be the biggest show for us at the end of July. And then this year we were going to New York Comic-Con. And
this year you're going to New York?
Yeah. Are you going this year?
I don't know. I went last year for the first time.
Yeah, I think you hit me up. You're like, "Hey, are you guys gonna be in New York?" I'm like, "Not this year."
That would have been cool because I know you probably go party afterwards.
Yeah. So
man,
those are the three shows that anime. I don't think we're gonna reveal anything new, but for sure, San Diego, we're gonna have a lot of new stuff.
Do you guys do shows internationally, or are there shows in Asia that show the stuff off?
Mm-hmm. Like a lot of our international partners are excited about our line, and they want to showcase our figures in their regions. So I don't know what they are. There's a lot. There's a lot of Comic-Cons around the world that's going to showcase our figures. So yeah,
that's good, man. The demand. It must feel nice.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to go to some. Like, I think it'd be cool to go to a Comic-Con in another country just to experience it. I think it'd be pretty cool, but we'll see.
Well, if it works out, you guys getting into stores here in Canada, we have some conventions too, and be a good way to promote the availability of these products in our nation.
Fan Expo.
What?
Huh? Fan Expo.
Oh,
Fan Expo.
Figure Report says, I cried when you guys weren't at New York Comic Con. See y'all there this year. Man, you cry for everything, though. I'm just kidding. He's the nicest dude.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I got to meet Mikey in New York.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll meet you in person this year. So or come to San Diego.
Yeah, or come to San Diego. You coward. It sounds like I'm challenging you to a fight. No, please don't. Just come to San Diego. We'll hang out. Toronto Comic Con is in March and Fan Expo Toronto in August.
Yeah, March is not going to happen for
March is way too close.
It's way too early.
I think it's hard for companies to bring stuff up because you're bringing in, unless you're bringing in stock. Like if you're bringing in samples, I don't think they can tax you. But if you're bringing in stock to sell, they probably get taxed. Or if you ship, I don't know.
Really?
It's probably not worth it. I mean, definitely come up here.
I mean, we do have retailers in Canada, like maybe we can get stock from their like, you know, like maybe we don't bring it, but we work with our partners there who already have our stock.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. DK, did you open all your stuff tonight?
Yes, I did. I only opened the Iron Man.
Oh, I know you showed the cannon briefly. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, that item's awesome. It's like those are the type of items I want Marvel Legends to do, just because it's like perfect for MVC.
Yeah,
and that's why I got it.
What's funny, the only thing that cracks me up about that figure is the blast effect compared to the
tiny,
cannon.
Tiny little.
Yeah.
You pull out this giant cannon, and then it's like zap.
And it should have been like, I don't know, like 10 times the size.
Yeah, it should have been a giant like beam almost.
Mikey, I was just kidding, man. You're cool. You're a cool dude. MC says, any possibility for Street Fighter 3 or Final Fight characters?
Yeah.
Okay, you heard it here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Proton cannon. That cannon is all show, no go. It's a grower.
It does the trick.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna wrap it up in about like 10 minutes again. If you have any final questions, everybody. But these Mega Man figures, man. First, I want to say, yeah, thank you for sending these over. They're so much fun to play and pose with. Again, I want to show people like the whole, well, not the whole arm, from the elbow out, the arm swap for the cannon there.
Yeah.
Arm cannon, like got the red detail inside, the lights, some of the details on the bottom of the feet. This thing is awesome, man.
I mean, I don't know what it costs in Canada, but in the US it's $20. So that's like almost unheard of at this point.
I don't know why that got. That's always unheard of at this point. No, you're right though. Yeah, that's why. Like for $20, someone sees this, like go support this. You see it on shelves, order it from your shops. Again, hitting pile of loot on BBTS, him, Iceman, and the third one from the Wayfire, which looks really cool too.
I think Wave 2 is going to be cooler, so that should be soon too. So hopefully by Comic-Con, there'll be 6 Mega Man characters you can buy.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have a timeline for Street Fighter to come to GameStop Canada? You said it's in the works, right?
Yeah. There's nothing set in stone, but we'll see. I don't have a time frame.
Hell yeah. Let's see. Jesse says, I have a question for Kev. Did you get your Mythic Legions boxes? I don't collect Mythic Legions like that. Are you into Mythic Legions and Four Horsemen stuff, June?
I don't have any. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. I just don't have any.
Right.
Yeah. All
right. My final question for you: is there a character that you like that doesn't have a toy yet? Not implying that you should make it, but that if you want it out there, and if somebody makes it, you would buy it. That you don't have anything like that at all.
I think so. Let me think. You know what? It's hard to say because like a lot of those I want to make.
Okay, so they're exempted from answering.
Yeah,
that makes sense. That's fine.
No, you know what? I'll say one.
Nice.
I would really want the MVC style cable for Marvel Legends. I think that would be awesome. Yeah. Like that would be my wish list or my number one want from Marvel Legends.
Oh, okay. Sometimes they're watching. Sometimes they're watching here.
Well,
You know?
so the Sabretooth that they pre-ordered earlier this year, like
Yeah.
I want those. Like when it comes to Legends, I want those kind of characters, like something that can work
The
with.
2-pack one?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even know I don't even care about the Wolverine. I just want that Sabretooth.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's see. I think one last super chat here. Thank you. Colt Kid 199, thank you, says Proto Man SF6 Jury Darkstalkers. Possible?
Yeah.
I don't understand a single word in that sentence other than possible. Mikey says it's his birthday too. Can I get a Mega Man Wave 2? Cool, thanks, bye. Is it your birthday tomorrow, Mikey?
You
Are we
want
ended tomorrow?
you want this? Okay.
Whoa. Though those eyes are so cool.
Yeah, he's cool. And him and Cupman are cool. I don't know why. They're just fun.
No, if they look good, they look good.
Yeah.
All right, dude. Yeah, let's wrap it up. We have some time here to get some plugs in real quick. I know you're not where do you want people to follow this stuff and follow all the wonderful toys and updates and everything that you want people to know about?
Yeah, I mean, just follow us or Jadatoys. We have a direct-to-consumer website called Jada Next Level. If you're signed up to the newsletter, you'll be the first to hear about, like, for example, these new pre-orders for Dawson and Bison are going up soon. That would be the first place that we will reveal and tease them. So sign up to that newsletter if you want the latest and greatest. And then we're going to have a lot of awesome Street Fighter Deluxe items on Next Level this year. So, and then the conventions I listed, we'll be at those. And most likely after like a big convention where we do like reveals, I'll probably jump on someone or a couple people's stream just to like go over the newness. So yeah, I'll be around throughout the year. And yeah, just try to follow us here if you want the latest scoop.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, you're welcome back anytime.
Yeah, for sure.
If I don't see you, I'll hopefully see you in San Diego, and maybe we can do another booth tour there. That would be a lot of fun. Thank you again for doing that video, by the way. That was super cool.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
Also, this 89 Batmobile with the
shield. Yeah.
Shield. Did you have the toy back in the day?
No, I didn't. No. But I had a Hot Wheels that had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had the original one with this plastic cover that you can place on top. And when we moved here from Hong Kong, my parents put packing tape around the shell so that the car wouldn't jiggle around and fall out and whatever. And it left this nasty glue residue on the shell. And like, I still remember how bummed I am. Like in 2024, it's ridiculous. But hey, man, thank you so much for coming on tonight and sharing obviously some behind the scenes stuff, some of your experiences in the industry, what's going on with the Jada figures. Obviously, congratulations with the success on everything. The toys are killer. I think the amount of people in here kind of speak to that. The comments, all the activity in the chat and questions. Yeah, exactly. It was really cool. So I really appreciate you for coming out tonight, man. And of course, these.
Yeah.
Go check these out. BBTS.
Yeah.
Pile of loot hitting now. You said you also get it Entertainment Earth as well, right?
Yeah, and you could like check your like local like collector stores and like comic book stores. Like I'm sure like at some point, because like the first time they popped up, I think we're at Frankenson's. So like yeah, if you go to like a specialty like spot, I'm sure at some point they're gonna have those too. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Real quick on the channel, I know there's a lot of probably new names here on the channel tonight. So this is your first time. We do this every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. On Monday nights at 10 Eastern, we have the Boba Squadron podcast. Myself, Yoko McCann, Paul Sun Young Lee, who plays Captain Carson Tava on Star Wars, and Ernie the Fallen Fett. We talk Star Wars collectibles. So join us there, and we usually talk about some of the Star Wars toys that that come out as well. So a lot of cool stuff going on the channel. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can also have a Patreon going on. There's new videos going up every week. You get early access, ad free, and of course that all goes towards upgrading things here on the channel. And thank you to everyone, the channel members tonight, the super chats. It's thank you for the love. It's been overwhelming. DK, what have you got to say?
June, thank you for coming on, all right, and sharing everything they have to share. Looking forward to really collecting the later waves of the toys, because I really did miss out on a lot earlier, but I'm sold. Like, I want to get the Mega Mans, and I'm looking forward to the Cyberpunk stuff.
Nice.
Oh
So,
yeah,
man.
can't wait. Everyone, before you leave, if you have a chance, hit the thumbs up on your way out. Last comment, quip, because I can't ignore this. At least they cared enough to try and protect your toy. My box of toys went missing every time we moved, Military Brat. So I lost a Saint Seiya figure from Hong Kong when we moved, and I think my parents said it got lost in the move, whatever. And now, as a parent, I realize they probably just lied to me and threw it out, because that's the same thing I would have said to my kids. So I'm gonna leave on that note, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream tonight. Have yourselves a great evening. June, thank you so much. And DK, thank you for being here and hanging out. Everyone, have yourselves a great evening and keep toying around. Peace. Damn, I don't have a song for I don't know how to sing the street. Oh, okay, we're not.
I can't